Hey there, everybody. It's Elizabeth, and I decided I would take some time and do a general reading for fire signs Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, and that would be for Sun, Rising Moon, and definitely Venus. And I'm kind of finding a common theme. I was doing some other readings recently, and let's just see where this takes us. This will resonate with some of you fire signs out there. The roles can be reversed if there's partnerships involved, whether that be relationships or work related. And again, this is Sun, sign, rising, moon, and Venus. Now, if you would like to book a reading with me, I will post the information below, and I can do readings by Skype and by phone. So let's get started here, by the way. I just wanted to do, the first thing I looked at was the bottom of the deck. And by the way, the deck I'm using is the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot deck. Excuse me. If I have time, if we have time, I'm going to check out and play with my Twin Flame Soulmate Fire Witch Tarot. Seems like a fun deck. So at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands, if you can take a look at her. She's beautiful, but this is kind of the theme of the reading here. You know, Ace of Wands are new beginnings. It's what we desire. What do you desire in your life right now? What gets you up in the morning? Fire sign, you know? And I'm picking up that for some of you, not all of you out there, but a lot of you are too much in your ego. And that's before I even get to the reading. You know, I'm just getting this feeling of, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. It doesn't matter what the opinions of others do not matter. You need to just let go of that. And I feel like some of you are spending way too much time on social media. That's the other message I'm receiving, which is you're posting so many things about yourself and about some of you, not all of you. Again, remember, this is not all of you. This is the ones that I'm reading. It's almost like some of you are so lonely. I feel like some of you ended a relationship. Some of you ended these relationships that where I feel you're feeling guilty. We have Eight of Swords in this reading. So a lot of you are feeling defensive, Nine of Wands, Eight of Swords. A lot of you fire signs out there are playing the victim card over, I believe, some really bad choices you made in the past, because we have the Seven of Swords here in the past. So let's get started before I go ranting. I have this tendency to, when I channel, to rant. And so let's get started, and whatever I pick up, I'm going to pick up. So this would be kind of the past or your present situation where you're at, the theme of the reading, what's going on with you right now. This is where you're heading and where you're at right now. This is my own little spread here, by the way. And then the future is the outcome and what's to come. So as far as where you people are at right now, you fire sign people, you feisty people, you have Justice. This is where you've been, next to the card of, now in this Pre-Raphaelite deck, the Nine of Cups isn't as pleased with what he has. Some of us, I don't know, have you heard the expression, be careful what you wish for, you might just receive it. You just might get it. And for some of you out there, whatever justice you felt you needed, whatever balance you thought you needed to bring into your life, you know, you thought it was probably a really great decision at the time to, Seven of Swords comes up. It's a really bad decision that you made in the past that you're not. I almost feel like some of you are ignoring it. You're ignoring a move that you made. It's like a chess game to you. Some of you, I wish this was clear. I'm so sorry, guys. She's such a pretty card, Seven of Swords, but it's not a pleasant meaning. Vacillation, uncertainty. Some of you fire signs out there are trying to bring more emotional and physical and spiritual balance back into your lives. You have become somewhat, I believe, ungrateful, or if not ungrateful, forgive me for the word, maybe a little complacent. But this Two of Discs or Pentacles here, you know, this is the energy of where you've been and kind of where you're at right now. And next to the Seven of Swords, this is like a head game. You guys are like juggling your own little game here. Like whose attention are you seeking, fire sign? And again, this is for not all of you. It's for some of you, and this could be for someone you know. There could be some of you dealing with a fire sign that is completely just wrapped up in their own stuff. and they're avoiding what they need to pay attention to, because then we have in the future for the fire sign, we literally have, here we have King of, in this deck, King of Wands, and he's just so full of himself. I need to read him. I mean, it's almost like, don't offend him because he's always right, and he feels like, you know, the way he dresses, the way he appears is, I'm wealthy and I have everything I desire. I mean, usually, you know, the King of Wands is a charming energy. You know, they can be very charming, and they're highly intelligent people, but they do have large egos. But in this deck, it's, his ego is large, but you know, he's got this beard going on and he wants to make sure he looks just right. It's almost this person really wants to represent. They want to look a certain way, because next to that card we've got, see, Six of Cups. So Six of Cups here is he's trying to impress someone. This fire sign, whether it's you guys or someone you know, is trying to impress you because it's somebody from your past. So they're posing, they're striking poses on social media thinking that you maybe are checking them out still. For some of you, you may be checking out somebody from your past. Some of you may be paying attention to an ex from your past. Sippage of water, excuse me. I'm just picking up on this uncertainty and this one. I think that for some of you fire signs out there, it's time to either make a decision, stop this back and forth. Well, maybe I'll send them a message and just a shout out of hello, or listen, I'm sorry for what I did, or whatever. Just do it, get it done. It's karmically correct. I know energy is fluid, but energy is energy. And if you don't take care of a problem here, you know, you're pretending to live your life as if everything's copacetic. And I know for some of you it's not, because you're feeling this is level of guilt that is stuck inside the pit of your stomach. Okay. And you can sit there and show off how, oh, look at, I've got my new car, or I've got a new outfit, or my new whatever. You're showing yourself off foolishly, thinking people give a crap about whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Start something and finish it. That's the message. And also stop thinking about that person from the past. If you harmed them, or if it's unfinished business between you and another person, whether it be a friend, coworker, a lover, an ex, whatever, just resolve it. Do something, because in your future, you've got, here we go, future. This is what's coming up. And this is kind of where you're at now too. We have Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Check it out. Eight of Swords. I'm just going to read this deck for you guys. In this particular message, next to the card, we have 8. We have 2 8s. You know, this comes up a lot in my readings. 8s come in together, or the number pairing. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've noticed with other readers too, but 8, karma. So a lot of you fire signs are dealing with this self-pity BS, and also the universe, you know, the 8 of Pentacles is you're working on yourself, but you're still feeling sorry for yourself, or you see yourself as a victim. Get over it. You're not a victim. Get over it. You know, you count your blessings. The 8 of Pentacles is you've worked hard. A lot of you are working very hard right now. Some of you fire signs, I see some of you are literally working and getting ahead professionally, and you should give yourself a pat on the back for getting up and going to work and getting a job and just doing whatever work you do. Good for you, because we all need to work. We all need to have something in our life that we get paid for. I think it makes sense. And I'm not saying we all should be working, but doing something we love. And it's such a, I don't know, it feels, for me personally, it's very rewarding when I give a reading to somebody that they paid for and they say thank you. And I feel like I helped them, but I'm also, this is how I make a living. How you make a living matters. For some of you, there's some of you out there that don't work. And if you don't work, find a hobby. And if it's not the hobby, I just feel like some of you are just spinning your wheels, going nowhere fast, because you're trying to impress someone. 8 of Swords, it's next, again, 8 of Swords is get out of your way energy. Get the heck out of your way. Listen, my moon is Sagittarius, so I get this energy of I'm trying to impress the world because I got this great new job, which I did recently, but I'm still stuck. But I don't want everyone to know why I'm stuck. This is my stuff. I mean, personally, it's old relationship stuff that everyone that went through whatever we all went through this past summer, I went through it too, and it sucked. And I'm just getting through it myself. So with that fire energy, I get it. And here in the present moment, here again, we've got, the ever so attractive Mr. Emperor. Now, this is Aries. This is Aries energy, pompous Aries energy. Usually this is the father figure, but in your reading, because you got the Nine of Wands, it's heavy energy of you trying to prove yourself that you can stand up for yourself and defend yourself. And see, I'm strong like bull. Some of you are, I think a lot of the men out there, I'm just sorry. I feel like male energy, and it could be like some of you women out there feeling puffed up. I need to prove myself that my life is just fine. I did nothing wrong. I am a perfect gentleman, or I'm a perfect lady. I work hard. I get up in the morning, I go to work, or I go to the gym, and I come home and I do what I'm supposed to do, and I take care of my whatever, my responsibilities. And then, you're getting defensive. And again, I'm getting this big part of me, but this energy of see me, pay attention to me, look at me. Some of you really want to be noticed, and I'm not sure why that is. Are you looking for somebody to notice you? Because you do have the Chariot here next to the Lovers. Now, for some of you fire signs out there, you are moving forward in a new direction. I'm getting a lot of the female fire signs have worked very hard. See, there we go. I'll put this one up first. Chariot, female energy for me. I know this is male, but I feel like for some of you female fire signs out there, you got past a really crappy situation recently, and it could be related to not feeling appreciated with someone that you were close to, a relationship that ended. But you're getting the driver's seat right now. And I feel like for all of your male, female, you should be getting, some control back in your life. Take control. Stop. He doesn't care what anyone thinks. I mean, he's literally driving. He's riding this chariot without any reins. That means he's controlling the motion of these horses' movement with his mind. Okay. He's not using any reins. There's no reins. It's his mind. So it's mind over matter, fire sign. I mean, you've got to balance your emotions and stop giving a shit about what people are thinking, and bring some semblance of balance back into your energy, because this is Gemini. I think that some of you know a Gemini, or some of you might have some Gemini in your chart. If you know what time you were born, find out what your rising sign is. Some of you may already know because you're watching this video. But the love, the energy here is emotional balance. I don't pick up a new love coming in for all of you. I think some of you need to resolve your old issues with your ex. Some of you have already moved on. I'm picking up that some of you have already met somebody new, and you're playing the same game you played with the other one. That's just not right either, because remember, I'm looking at where you've been, and the Eight of Swords is where you're at right next. Eight of Swords next to, literally the Eight of Pentacles means that some of you might be working on someone new. Some of you, men or women, excuse me, folks, sorry for the coughing. Some of you, this is how I'm reading this. Some of you fire sign men and women may have a new target, talking to someone new when you haven't resolved an issue from your past, which will, by the way, come back to bite you in the butt. It always does, because I'm looking now at the future, and this is what's coming into your future, folks. Fire signs, we've got Five of Wands. Now, this is what fire signs have a tendency to do, is take on too much. They're highly opinionated. I'm getting this male energy of this is how I see it. This is how things are. So whatever your opinion is, and then I feel like you let someone else talk. Some of you people, I let them, I'll listen to what they have to say, but I know that I'm right. So this is the argument. This is the disagreements. This is frustration too. I'm feeling in the future. Some of you fire signs are just, you're pushing ahead. You're trying to get ahead. Some of you are physically trying to make physical changes, or you think that you're making some changes, but you're just frustrated with yourselves. You can't get the heck out of your own way. Sad, actually. There's some energy here of immaturity, emotional immaturity, with the Page of Cups. But I also feel like some of you, again, are still pining for you're either lonely, or it could be that you receive a message or you send a message out to someone. I'm not sure. Again, remember, I'm kind of reading where this is taking me. The future we have now, this is the lovely energy for you fire signs. This is Leo energy, Strength card. So there's this, this possibility in the future for some of you fire signs out there to start taking better care of yourself. I'm not just talking physically, but physically, yes, please. Let's all work on ourselves physically. Let's get healthy. Take a walk. Get outside. Do what you got to do. Humble yourself enough to just realize it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. Look what she's taming that lion, and he's just cool with her. And I need you all to just chill, go with the flow like that lion, and trust in the universe, because you've got the Three of Pentacles next to you. And this is a lovely energy of working it out, working together. And your energy is, for some of you, work is good. Work is steady. I'd say, excuse me, the rest of September, and I'm looking at into October here, but money looks good. And by the way, I believe for some of you fire signs out there, at work you meet somebody new. This is Two of Cups. I will clarify. If we have time, I will clarify. Two of Cups, by the way, remember, the Page of Cups is here. Right here, look. This is a message of love. So I believe for some of you people at work, it's a work-related thing where you meet somebody at work. It could develop into something new. It could be a friendship to start. The way I read this energy here is you're both kind of, well, let's get to know each other. And there's a pensive energy, like you're both very thoughtful and careful about your approach. That's what I'm seeing. I know it's hard with this camera, guys. Eventually I'll get a new camera, but this is my phone. And if you can see their faces, I wish you could. I'm doing the best I can. But they're pensive in thought, and they're not looking at each other. She's looking away, he's looking down. So they're both wondering, like, what do we do next? So I think the energy I'm feeling with this is you're going to meet somebody and you're going to feel like, well, what happens next? So let's take a look. We might as well take a look. I'm going to use these cards that I bought from, I believe her name is Mystic Moon, and if I'm wrong, please forgive me, but she made these rockin' cards, and I've never used energy cards like this before, oracle cards like this, but there are twin flame soulmate unspoken messages. So it's the Witch Tarot. I highly recommend you. If you guys are the readers out there who, all of you, my fellow tarot card readers out there on YouTube, get this deck. I'm going to get the other one too, probably, but I want to start with this one. I want to know what fire signs are to expect in their future. And I'm feeling like not all of them. There's some of you out there. I'm getting females. I'm going to meet the female fire sign female. Okay. This is strong. And I'm sorry, guys, and I'm not getting you. If it comes to me, I'll let it come to me. But I'm getting female message. What is your female message? So you've got, oh my God, just let me go. So you guys have got to let that boy go. Before you meet anybody new, I know it's coming off backwards. Isn't that bizarre? But it says, just let me go. So someone from your past is saying, be done with me. So when you're done with the guy from your past, everyone, even if he doesn't, because for some of you fire signs out there, you're dealing with a person, I believe he's a fire sign, by the way, or he's got that ego like a fire sign, like an Aries, by the way. And nothing against Aries. I think Aries are great people, but it's this particular energy I'm picking up that, he's, for some of you, you've got to let this go, because what's coming in your future, this is the message again. Life sucks right now. Please understand. That's where this ex is. Your ex-boyfriend is. He's in a place of shit. He feels like shit about himself. So what else do they need to know? Fake busy. See, he's pretending exactly what I said. Remember the whole social media thing? He's putting pictures of himself up on social media. Look at me on the boat. Ooh, look at me camping. Ooh, look at me on the bicycle. Oh my God. Look at me at the gym lifting weights. I mean, he's trying to impress you. He knows you're watching. So I'm shuffling these cards again, and I want to receive one more message, please, Spirit. What do these fire sign women need to hear about anyone new? I mean, I don't know if these messages are that way, but someone wants you. It says, I want you. So on that little, I would say that there's someone in your future that you're going to meet, fire sign ladies. They're telling me to pull another. It's interesting. Your ex wants you to reach out. Don't. Don't reach out to your ex. This is very conflicting info. I believe someone new is coming in. You're going to meet them through a working environment. For those of you that this resonates with, I hope this helps. As far as your ex is concerned, they're telling me to pull another card on the ex. He's in a dark place. Now, for those of you that have someone broke up with you. They may have ghosted you. They may have just completely shut you out of their life completely. They're in a really bad place. And I felt that before. So anyway, look, I need to stop doing this. I could play with these cards all day. I do hope this reading resonated with some of you. I do hope that I was able to get through on some level here. This is what I love to do. I work in Salem, Massachusetts too, and I love doing that, and I've been doing that forever. If you guys are in Salem, look me up. Email me. It's below. I'll leave it below if you want to book a reading, by the way. And when I get to 100 subscribers, 100, I will give away 3 free readings, 3 15-minute readings. You've got to comment below, like the page, subscribe, please. I beg you. Share the video because that would be great. And then at the end of September, which is in 2 more weeks, I'll see where I'm at. You know, if I'm not at 100, which I don't know where I'll be, but when I get to 100, I promise I will pick 3 people. So blessings to all. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you guys soon.